Hello, my name is Nick. I hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope you've been enjoying the Pivot Project's Jamboree. It's my pleasure to be sharing a few tunes with you today, expressing a certain pivot that took place at one point over the past year in my kind of musical composition and guitar playing life. So the first, I'm going to play two songs. One is pre-pivot, the other is post-pivot, if you will. And so the first one is essentially, it's a pivot around tuning especially. So the first one is in your standard tuning. I'm not much of a guitarist, so I'm not exactly sure what it is, but E major or something. Might not sound that much in tune, partly because it's an old banged up guitar with strings, but also partly because I'm not very good at tuning guitars. But it'll do, and I actually don't know what this is if it's E, because I've actually been tuning by ear for several years now without tuning, so who knows what this is in, but it's at least standard layout kind of formula for tuning. I've played all sorts of songs like that over the years, but this one that I've chosen for today is from about a year ago. I composed it in the span of a few minutes, sitting on a couch beside someone napping, and it's kind of a very simple formula for the song. There's not even a bridge, and the guitar really just supports the vocals, and so there's a lot more room for messing up and things like that with the strumming, because it's really just there for rhythm and ambiance and just a kind of a more or less of a chord to sing with. But it's somewhat representative of some of the songs I composed pre-pivot, so I hope you enjoy. Time waits for no man, this I've come to understand, yet I do not want to go. Time waits for no man, this I've come to understand, yet I do not want to go. When I'll be an old man, I will laugh about it. Here I am, and I'm still young. Not young enough to not care, not old enough to not be scared. This is the one. Thank you very much for your attention. And so, at one point over the past year, being stuck away from the field being northernmost Mongolia, where I do research with reindeer herders for my PhD in anthropology, I found myself playing a decent amount of guitar at certain points, and eventually through playing so much guitar and almost mostly enjoying composition more than playing what I compose once it's been composed. I'm always kind of wanting to play something different than I have played in the past, and I hear things that and feel things that I want to, you know, put into sound. And I kind of at one point encountered a block where I just couldn't play what I was hearing in my mind until I had an idea to do what I had read a bit about online, listening to various genres, more in the metal kind of space of genres. Something about drop tuning, so kind of, I don't know if it's drop D or drop C or whatever this is, but it's something where I just did this. Yeah. Just kind of found something that felt good. And I only had 5 strings on the guitar at the time because I was using an electric guitar that I really banged up. So I just, at the time, figured out how to make sounds that would be nice with 5 strings. So I figured out that I could do this. So it's a different kind of way of putting your fingers than I'm used to. So I figured out how to do that, kind of other things, play around with that. And I eventually got kind of into playing the guitar for the sake of the guitar, especially once I switched back to the classical guitar. And with the classical guitar came a 6th string because it was not yet broken. So figured out to match those 2 strings. And then as I kept on playing and trying to do more things and really doing more instrumental music, I found more and more ways to put my fingers in different ways to make new chords. I'm sure they're not new, but it was new discoveries for me, part of this pivot. And in doing so, I eventually came to this song, which was my more recent song. Like the second one, it doesn't necessarily really have a title yet, but maybe we could call this the Brim. So I hope you enjoy. Kick start, jump kick, jump start, blast off, I'm Nick, born to be in the nick of time, to bash bones, smash stones, mash minds, glory don't wait for no one, boom does beckon my fortune so fickle as fire, fate is a pickle we can't jar, chomping, chow down, stomp flat, stamp out, breathe in, bearing brood, though I do seem rude, I tend puppies, smell flowers, wear gowns, glory don't wait for no one, boom does beckon my doom, fortune so fickle as fire, fate is a pickle we can't jar, it's weird, it's wild, it's bizarre, waltzing with glee, smile, sly with me. weird, it's wild, it's bizarre. Welcome to the Brim, muscling backstage, bumper car, booze, brain bucket bazaar. It's weird, it's wild, it's bizarre. Welcome to the Brim. Welcome to the Brim. Welcome to the Brim. Again, thank you very much for your attention and for the occasion to play and share a bit of music today. So, thank you again. My name is Nick, and I wish you a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is in the little corner of the world you are, and I wish you a wonderful day with whomever you are, be that yourself or yourself in the company of others. So have a lovely day. Godspeed.